Hey, good day. My name is Steven with Virtuous SEO. I'm a digital marketing company down in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I texted, I don't know if I texted you, but I texted somebody and it said it was okay to send this video. So I'm going to make it quick. What I'd just like to go over this video are three things that kind of help you with your online presence and get you more views and get you more clicks, ultimately getting you more customers. The three things I'd like to go over are content, citations, and backlinks. And let's just dive right in. First thing I'd like to go over is content. Content is anything that's on your home page here. All the text, even the pictures, not necessarily the pictures, but what the pictures are saved as. When Google sends out bots to search these websites for keywords and the services and everything, the text that you have on your website, they don't necessarily see the pictures, but they see what they're saved as. And I'll show you why that's important. I've got a tool that I use here called Ahrefs. It gives me a bunch of what we call SEO information. It's very valuable for what I do. I want to pay attention to this area right here. Over the past 30 days, this is your site in here. Your website was found for 3 keywords and it was clicked on 1 time in the past 30 days. I know you're in Matthews, but Matthews has a relatively low search volume and you're not too far from Charlotte. So I don't know if you want to stay in Matthews, but Charlotte, and let me show you. Matthews has a search volume. So Locksmith Matthews NC is the number one searched term for your industry in Matthews NC, and that search term got searched 30 times in the past 30 days. Let's put this in the compare this to the Flying Locksmiths in Charlotte. When we go and look at them, let's look at their keywords. Number one keyword in Charlotte is locksmith Charlotte NC. That term got searched 830 times in the last 30 days. So I just wanted to bring that up, and I'm going to use this locksmith is kind of like in comparison if you'd like to get into that market. But yeah, as you can see, we can go into we can put anybody's site in here and see what they're ranking for keywords. So like the Flying Locksmiths, over the past 30 days, they were found for 30 keywords and their site was clicked on 194 times in the past 30 days. So Google likes to see between 1,000 and 1,500 words of content on a homepage, and there's a really good reason for that. It gives you a lot of space to put in these buyer intent keywords that people are searching for. And so also what I like to do is so I would go in and see how many times the Flying Locksmiths had these keywords on their website. And if they had them on like 5 times, we put them on your site like 7 or 8 times. You want to beat them out. And that's where your pictures really kind of come into play because you can use these to your advantage. Like I said, Google doesn't see the pictures, but they see what they're saved as. So you can save these as keywords. So when Google searches your website, they find it and they're like, oh well, this is another keyword, and you could just pack these with keywords, and it doesn't look unnatural because it's not seen by the public. So that's it for content. Now, next I'd like to go over citations, and to put citations into context, I put in locksmith Charlotte NC, which is the number one search term for your industry in Charlotte. First thing that'll pop up are ads. Ads are hit or miss. They have a low click-through rate, which means that about 3% or less on average of people that are searching for this term are going to click on an ad. They have their place, but I don't want to go over that right now. But underneath the ads are going to be the local map pack. This is your Google business profile. That's what comes into play here. And there are quite a few things that come into play when to rank in the top 3. That's where you really want to be, is in the top 3. But the main driver here are citations. Citations really build trust with Google. And what a citation is your business name, address, and phone number on an online directory such as Yelp, Facebook, Better Business Bureau, Yellow Pages, White Pages. Those are all examples of citations. I have a tool that I like to use to help my clients get citations. I can go in and see with this tool what citations, like for example, all 3 of these businesses have. We can go in and get those same citations. And on average, businesses that are in the top 3 here, they have on average about 150 or so, give or take, citations. And we can go in and see which ones they have, get them. So if they have 150, 160, we would get you like 200, 250. So you want to beat them out there. And also, if you're combined, the top 3 here, they get about 45 clicks. 45% of the clicks for people searching will click on one of these businesses right here. Underneath that, this is your organic Google search results, and this is where backlinks really come into play. The number 1 spot here on average will get about 40% of clicks, so they get the most clicks out of anybody. So the Flying Locksmiths are getting 40% of clicks for everybody, or right around that, of everybody searching locksmith Charlotte NC. A backlink is another website on the internet that has a URL link that when somebody clicks on it, it brings them back to your site. Google uses this is pretty much a popularity contest. I mean, that's essentially what it is. The more relevant this site that's linking back to you is, it has to do with your industry. The more popular it is, the more views it is, the better. Google sees that, and they pretty much see, well, if this site is linking to this site, that we already know this site is very popular and authoritative on Google with people. So this other site has got to be popular as well. So the more backlinks you have from sites like that, the better, and Google will rank you up accordingly. But the opposite is also true. If you have a bunch of links from what we call spammy sites, these sites that aren't really relevant to your industry, they're really low ranking on Google and they don't get many views. If you get too many of those, Google will drop you in the rankings. I'd like to go back to this tool that I use. Before we were over here, now we're over here, the backlink profile. This is your site. So right now you have 4 backlinks coming in from other domains. Flying Locksmiths does not have a whole lot. They've got 27. So what I like to do for my clients is go in, I can click on their backlinks, see where they're getting their backlinks from, see which ones are spam and which ones are good, which ones move the needles. And I like to go to these same websites and get backlinks from them. And not just the number 1 competitor, but like the top 3. And I'll find all the ones that are working for them, get the same for my client, and that you don't want to do it all at once. There's kind of an art to backlinking. You want to do it, you want to do a certain amount one month, and every month kind of add more. And then over time, you'll match them in backlinks. But again, you don't want to stop there. You want to find other authoritative sites that are relevant to your industry, get backlinks from them as well. So not only are you matching your competition in backlinks, but you pass them up. And then month over month, you just keep adding backlinks to where you become pretty much unreachable. So if you were to implement this the correct way with content citations and backlinks, you could get in this top spot here, in here, and top spot here as well, and you would get the majority of clicks for people searching for all these terms. So that's all I have for you today. If you found value in what I said, I'd love to hear from you. You can give me a call at 910-551-2006, or you could just reply to the email that I sent to you with this attachment in there, or you could just implement this yourself and start ranking yourself, your services in Matthews and Charlotte. But either way, I appreciate your time and have a good day. Bye-bye.